What's up, guys? Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Welcome back to another video. And today's date is very special. It is February 22nd, 2022. 2/22/22. And right now I'm gonna take a screenshot, 2:22 p.m., all right? This video is what it's like to be two races in America. I couldn't think of a better day to talk about what it's like being two races than on a day with all these twos, so let's get into the video. My name is Derek Kirby. I am mixed race. I am African American and white, otherwise known as black and white. I'm like a panda baby. Now, some more info about me before I get into this video is I grew up in an all-white family. My mom is white and my dad is black. I didn't grow up with my dad. What a surprise. But I wanted to talk about like just this whole two-race interesting dynamic duality type deal. So in 2001, mixed was a category finally added to the national census. Now with that comes a lot of confusion and conflict, believe it or not. People's favorite question: what are you? What are you, like Puerto Rican? What are you, a little bit of Indian? Why does your skin look like that? I am a human being, all right? Why do you care so much? It can be really weird and confusing having two identities in one. I like to compare this a lot to people who are bilingual. And in my experience, I only can speak for myself. Especially I only can speak for, the black and white part of being mixed. Being mixed is not just having white in there. You can be mixed with any race. But in my experience, I only can speak from being mixed with black and white. Being biracial is kind of like being bilingual. Bilingual, you can understand two different languages, so you can understand two groups of people. Like I can think and understand two groups of people. If I was all white, I would not be able to understand what it's like to be a black person. And if I was all black, I would not be able to understand what it's like being a white person. It's OP, too overpowered. No, but in all seriousness, I do want to give an example of that. My stepbrother, who is all white, we were about to go to a gas station on our one wheels, and it was a little cold. So Drew, my stepbrother, he had on 2 layers of sweatpants because it was so cold. And we were about to ride to the store. However, he didn't want to lose his, his wallet and his phone and stuff. So that first pair of sweatpants that he had, he put the items in those pockets, and then he had the second layer of sweatpants over those. Now, before we went to the gas station, I paused and I was like, "Hey bro, you're not gonna need those items, are you?" And he was like, "No, why not?" And I didn't want him to walk up to the counter and he's just like, "What is it, $4.20? Yeah, let me just get my wallet for you." Now, I'm not saying you have to be mixed race to not become a possible threat to someone or anything like that. But this is just to give you an example of some things that I can see both sides on, if you know what I'm saying. In my case, when you are black, you are perceived differently than someone who's not a person of color. You can't deny that. Now, I've had some of my own family members try to tell me otherwise, and that's kind of what this video is going to be about. I'm venting in this video because, I firmly believe if you're a mixed race in America, specifically if you're black and white, because like I said, I only can talk about my experience. If you're mixed race in America and you're black and white, you are not seen as mixed, you're seen as black. That's how it is. Now, another thing that I find myself, going through is like, you're not really accepted by either race. You can have a group of white friends who don't see you as white because, I have some black in me, or I can have black friends that don't see me as black because I grew up with only white family members. Just because I'm mixed race and I grew up with only one of those parents doesn't mean I'm just not black. That was a struggle I really grew up a lot with, is just kind of the confusion as to like what I, self-identify as. I don't know if this bright white light is helping my case right now, but trust me, I am mixed. Let me turn down the lighting a little bit so you can see my complexion. I hope that wasn't too bright, but whatever. Speaking of bright, I wanted to shine some light on some things that my own family have said to me that has just been completely out of pocket to say to someone who's growing up mixed in America. So let's proceed with what I've been told. So when I was little, I became very self-aware. Sorry, that was my dog. So when I was little, I became very self-aware of this conflict I would find myself in. To the point where like I would see people give me weird looks. Like it would be like the looks of like, why is there this random black kid in this group of white people? Okay, to give you some perspective, imagine looking at a poster of all the presidents and then you just see Barack Obama. That's how I felt literally all the time with my family. And I remember at one point I kind of brought up these like feelings that I, have of being a different color than everybody. I went to a family member who shall not be named, and I went up to them and I was like, hey, I feel like I stand out and like I look weird compared to everyone else. I was just upset, kind of feeling like the black sheep of the family, literally. And this person, they were like, Derek, I know how you feel, because recently my husband and we went to a movie theater and there was an all-black audience. How do you think we felt? We were outnumbered in that theater. It was just us watching that movie. First of all, I'm gonna stop you right there. That is not even a comparable situation. You're comparing that you can be in a movie theater with all black people and you know what I'm feeling? No, you don't, because you can leave that movie theater and not have that issue anymore, And to compare a 2-hour experience to what I'm about to experience my whole life just doesn't make sense to me. So like I would just hear wild shit like that. That same person would be like, you shouldn't be worried about the color of your skin. Oh, I would kill for the color of your skin. I always try to tan and look like you're tan. And it's like, it's not a tan, it's my skin color. And then a year later, that same person, they're like, Derek, people don't see color. You don't have to worry about that. You literally just told me that, you love the color of my skin and you wish you could tan to be like my color. What are you saying? What you're telling me is that I'm not black. I'm nothing. You're just denying my culture right there. Like my own family said this to me. And, I'm sure they didn't have bad intentions with it. Basically just denied all the issues I had growing up being mixed or whatever. Now, when I really knew that my family doesn't understand what I'm going through was at the peak of the Black Lives Matter protest. I had one of my own family members come up to me and be like, Derek, why do you care so much about these protests anyways? You're only half black. I even had an ex say the N-word, and she was like, you're only half black. You can't tell me what I can and cannot say. Now, this isn't a video to like throw shots at anyone or anything like that. All I'm doing is talking about my experience. Today I just wanted to focus on, just these concepts of being two races combined. Like, it's definitely a lot of confusion, but if you're in America, you're not seen as mixed, you're definitely seen as black. And I think this has to do with like the whole like one drop concept of like, you can be 1/16 black in America, but you're still considered black. That's just something I've had to live with. Caught that early on, actually. I remember they had those like forms that you have to like select what race you are, because at the time mixed or other wasn't an option. It was just like you're really basic white, black, Latino, just going down the line. So I asked my mom, I was like, it said select one, so which one do I select? And she told me to select the African American one, and it taught me a lot because like that's how I am perceived in America. I'm perceived as black. One side might not really accept me as much as I want to be accepted. That's just something that comes with being mixed, Like, it's just about finding those people who do accept you as you. All my friends are solid. I'm not going to say they're colorblind because I think that term is really stupid to say, like, oh, people don't see color. It's like, you do. We all see it, all right? I don't know, that concept is so stupid to me. And yeah, that's this video. There wasn't really a lesson to it or anything like that. I just saw the date, I saw a lot of twos, and then I saw myself in the mirror and I was like, hey, look, I'm two races. Let's make a video about this. Drop your experience down in the comments if you guys are mixed. All my mixed people gang, what's up? Remember, mixed doesn't mean that someone's automatically half white. I really don't like that concept too. There's so many combinations of mixed people. It's not just black and white like I was saying. But all I can talk about is my experience, and that's been my experience, I've had women grip their purses when they see me walking down the street. I've had black people tell me I'm not black because I sound white, whatever that means. When you talk like this, and I've had white people tell me that I'm not white because I got a shade of black in me. And it's like, to deny either...
I'm not sure how to help you with that.
Alexa, shut up. She just said, I'm not sure how to help you with that. You can't, Alexa, you can't help me. I know this video is a little bit all over the place, but I needed to get this off my chest. And I've also experienced a lot of crazy stuff. And, let me know if you guys like this type of content. Usually I don't really get this personal. I don't even think I ever made a video talking about my race at all. Yeah, like I said, I don't really talk about this stuff normally, but, the date was just too perfect. It's Black History Month. Why not talk about that part of me? I think subconsciously I feel like I have to suppress a lot of that just because I've had my own family and people that I thought I was really close with tell me oh, you're only half black this, you're only half black that. And it's you don't know anything. You don't know what you're talking about. Unless you are mixed race, you're not going to understand what it's like dealing with that duality all the time. It literally changes how you think and how you perceive people. And I definitely am very thankful that I got the experience of two groups, two cultures. It's literally changed how I see and view things. If you're mixed, be proud of that shit. Own that shit. Own both sides. Just because you might grow up with only one of those races doesn't mean you're not the other one, Just because I grew up with all white family doesn't mean I'm not black, because I am. But at the same time, just because I'm half black doesn't mean that I'm not subject to some of those things that black people go through in America and all that. To tell me that I shouldn't care about Black Lives Matter protests because I'm only half black is really stupid. And I just need to get this off my chest. So thank you for letting me vent. If y'all are mixed and you've experienced anything about, being specifically in America, please hit me up in the comments. I'm going to end the video here, guys. Thank you for letting me vent. Shout out all my white people. Shout out all my black people. That's it. No, I'm just kidding. Shout out everybody watching this video. I appreciate it, y'all. Thank you for letting me vent. It felt really good. And I hope you enjoy your 22222 day. You can actually flip the date upside down and it's the same going forward and back. And same thing for this whole week. Any day, the same date is flipped. It's pretty cool. But yeah, peace out. See you in the next video where we talk about the Kia boys. All right, y'all. Peace.